How's everybody doing? John with you, and it's time for a haul video, Senior Discount Tuesday, and I did go thrifting today out to Savers. A couple of days ago, or yesterday, I don't even remember the passage of time. I also went to Book Off, which used to be inside of our Don Quixote store here, but they've since relocated to a stand-alone site that's much larger, and I went there for my first visit the other day, last week, and I went back, I guess it was yesterday, because I was looking for a turntable yesterday and bought some things. So this is because they have a gigantic $2 CD section, and by gigantic, I do mean like 10 tiers of shelves on both sides of one aisle. I mean, it's huge. And then they have $1, a very large $1 book section. So you can't not, I mean, I know I need books and CDs and music like a hole in my head, but you can't not look at that for $1. I mean, you can't. And then when you see something, you're like, I can't not get this for $1 or for a CD for $2. Like, I can't. How can I justify not getting this? I don't know. It's a problem, right? It's early in the evening. I went shopping, took a little nap. I'm finishing. I started on a iced latte, but fell asleep. Oddly, and now before dinner I'm going to finish it up, and I'm going to do this video because I have another video I want to do probably tomorrow. So let's do this one while I have everything out. It's not a huge haul. It's just a few records, a few books, a lot of CDs that I'm going to go through very quickly, just to show you what's going on and fill you in. First, I did get a couple of hats. It's a weird hat. It was $4.99, but it was 30% off, so you do the math on that. Cute, right? I love fedoras, so it's kind of a fedora, but it's really weird because it's actually stuffed. Like, I don't know, it's very odd, but I think it's cute, and it will go with a lot of Hawaiian and other kind of shirts. Then I got this one. It's going to be very obvious. I will wear this at work. I'm going to have to put it on. It's the Grinch. Actually, I have to play with it some more. I'm not exactly sure how because it does go all the way down. But not that I'm a Grinch. I'm not. But I do love the Grinch and the Dr. Seuss and all that stuff. And during the holiday season, I definitely want to wear that at work, at the coffee shop. I think it'd be super cute. Yeah. Those are my hats. Now let's look at the other stuff. So books. This is Barbarians and Mandarins, 13th Centuries of Western Travelers in China. The book's from 1970. A lot of cool old illustrations in this, and I love kind of travel documentation, and especially really old things about old, when traveling was much more difficult. Not that it's easy now, but nothing compared to what it was. And just, people's strange impressions of exotic places. And so this just covers reports from people from ancient, times going to China up through, I believe this goes, 1970 was the book, so probably, maybe the communists take over. Probably not much after that because there wouldn't be too much. So anyway, that was interesting. This one, I couldn't believe this was here for $3.99. Plus I got 30% discount. I have a different edition of this, and this is, I don't know if this is earlier or later. I haven't really checked it out yet, but this was in your hotel room when you came to the Sheraton hotels, like in the 50s and 60s. and they're amazing. I mean, these books are just awesome. There's so much information in here. There are articles, there's ads for, restaurants and travel services and shops for different things. So you can go see Alfred Apaka performing at the Hilton Hawaiian Village. Yeah, I could even really just do a video. I really could. Maybe I should just do a video of just leafing through this book and looking at every page, because there's just so much and it's so cool. And yeah, I think I should do that, as a matter of fact. That would be kind of a good video, I think. Anyway, it's long. It's a big book, and there's lots of ads and things in it. Yeah, and they were in your hotel rooms. Anyway, $3.99 plus a discount. If I sold this on eBay, I could sell it for a lot more than that. I guarantee it, but I'm not going to because I want it. Then at the dollar bookstore, I did pick up a couple of dollar books. Because I'm interested in all manner of spirituality and things like that. So these, I don't know about either one of these books, whether they're going to be any good or not, but for $1, I'm like, I got to get it. Lost Tombs of the Knights Templar. I've tried to read several things about these, Knights Templar and these associations, and I just like the Da Vinci Code stuff, and I just can't get through it usually. But I don't know, books like this, because it's gigantic, can either be really good or they can just be really, like too much. So I don't know, but for $1, I'm like, I got to get it, got to check it out. And ditto with this one. It's not quite as big, but it's pretty big. And I don't remember how you say this. I used to remember because you used to hear about it so much. Medjugorje in Yugoslavia, the former Yugoslavia. The appearance of the Virgin Mary in 1981, and then she keeps appearing. So it's not pictures, but just, I don't know, writing about it, but it'd be kind of interesting. I was thinking, I just read recently something about, not a book, but some articles about the visions of Mary and Fatima in Portugal, right? And how the children saw her and all the things that happened afterwards, and have been seeing some YouTube videos, which of course are, the ultimate source of unbiased and perfect information, right? Just kidding. But just how, there are people that are, theorizing also that maybe this wasn't Mary, maybe this was an alien being of some kind. Very interesting just to hear different things, but I haven't heard about this recently, like if this is still going on. But yeah, for $1, I'm going to check it out. Now let's look at the records. Only a couple records. This is a budget label Christmas record. I picked it up because I love the, because I didn't have it, and because I love the cover. This is actually raised. You can't really tell in the video, but this is like embossed, sort of raised printing here. Very nice. Christmas Drummer Boy, Don Jansen, a 60-voice children's chorus on International Award Series. Quite a budget label, and yeah, had to pick that one up. This one I was so happy to see this one. I had this one years ago, and I didn't know what happened to it, what I did with it, and I don't have it anymore, but I was really happy to find it in beautiful condition. It's an early budget label, 18 Christmas songs. Isn't that cover just awesomely great? And the back of it is awesomely great too. An outstanding value in top quality phonograph records. Yes, I should have taken that off. There's a little Santa Claus behind there. Christmas favorites, old and new. Well, none, not too new these days, but Broadway Records. And what this is a typical budget label recordings that you would have gotten in other editions. But a lot of them are edited because they put 18 on one record, so they're short. It has some of the Johnny Cole songs on it, the guy that sounds kind of like Perry Como, and orchestras and choruses, but a lot of the songs are edited to be like 60 seconds or so. So that's kind of funny too, just to play it. Really happy to find this today. That was cool. And then just on the easy listening side, great movie sounds of John Barry, moody mood music here. These are movie themes of his composition. Never seen that record before. And this one, quite interesting to find it because you look at it and you think it's one of those, what do you call it, Command releases. It looks like one of those Command records, but it's not. It's from a Hi-Fi Life series. Same people that carried Arthur Lyman, bongos, reeds, and brass, but they made it look like a Command stereo about, you know, when they're testing out all this amazing equipment and how there's massive percussion and music going from left channel to right channel and all of that. This is performed by the big band of Bob Florence. So I've never seen this record before, but as I said, it's not still in the original plastic inner sleeve there on Life Records. And now CDs. So before I show you the CDs quickly, I know I've mentioned several times that I do pick up new age music, especially with nature sounds when I find them cheap, because I enjoy that kind of music to just hang out and read and stuff by. And I have a lot of it and I just digitize it and let it run for hours. So I always have, and I mentioned a few times I was thinking of starting a radio station with nature sounds and new age music kind of for fun. I have done that. I've started one. It's already going, but I'm going to do a video, like a kickoff video next about it, to talk specifically about it and kind of introduce it. So I don't want to talk about that here. But in life, you know, it's so weird with me. I don't know if this happens with you, but when you sometimes put something out there with an intention or an intentional thought, it somehow often will just sort of manifest. And when I decided to do this station, I already have a lot of digitized new age music, most of it with nature sounds, and I have a lot to do the station with. But I did just put it out there in my mind. I'm like, okay, so I guess I'm going to do this station. So all you new age music CDs out there, especially with nature sounds, if you want to give yourselves up and come to me, because you'll have a chance at another life, you know, you'll have a shot at being broadcast. So show up at the thrift stores and whatever. And sure enough, as soon as I think that, when I went back to book off, they only had one or two the other time I went, and there were a ton this time when I went. And also at the thrift store today, there were quite a few. So I've picked up quite a few just in the past couple of days. So I'm just going to show them to you now. And like I said, I'll talk about the radio station in a separate video to, you know, officially introduce it. So we have a Mediterranean Romance. These are the ones with nature sounds. Oh, this I was really happy to see this one. It's a sampler, Relax with Sampler, because I see these ones all the time, but they're like full CDs. Like there's only one track that's like 60 minutes long, and I can't use that has music and some kind of nature sound. But this one is a sampler, so it has just like, you know, 14 samples from those CDs with a little music. So that will actually be perfect to use on the station. Smaller, you know, I don't want songs that are really longer than 15 minutes at the most. Sounds of Hawaii. This one is nature sounds and music in the National Park series. Jazz Loon, super happy to see that because I have Loon Lake or something, but I didn't have Jazz Loon, so I mean, conceptually, what a freaking bizarre concept, you know? You just gotta love it. Elements, Beyond the Reef. This is Sights and Sounds of Australia's Great Barrier Reef. There's a DVD that has pictures, and then there's a CD that has music and sound. Nature Symphonies, Waterfall Suites. This is somebody's. Some classical music, which I use with waterfall sounds. I use that too. Classical Relaxation Bach with ocean sounds. And another Bach in the Evening with sounds of Mother Nature. And now, these are the CDs that are new agey that I picked up, but they don't have sound effects, but I'm still using them. I mean, it's not exclusively with nature sounds only, but when they're cheap like this, I'm gonna get them. World Flutes. This one was interesting. I don't know, just to take a chance. Swansea Enchanted. I don't know. It's like a private pressing one, really. Combination of strings, harp, flute, synths, classic orchestra, and percussion. I don't know. We'll see. Windham Hill, Thanksgiving. Music for peace of mind. I have some Cusco, but I don't have this one, and it would be perfect. Return to Ancient America. I love Andreas Vollenweider, so I didn't have this one. He's a harp player. Sound of Light. This was curious. I have no idea what this is going to be like, but this is based on the 7 sacred vowels. You know, what are they? A, E, I, O, U, right? I mean, I don't know. In different combinations. Yeah, I don't know. Poetical essence of crystalline melodies and encompassing rhythms to these powerful ancient vowels. The true novelty and modern interpretation of the vowels is full of our contemporary hopes, desires, aspirations to experience the joy and happiness of a sound that vibrates correctly in the essential point of bliss and love found in the corner, in the center, rather, of our heart. Yeah. Yeah, this one we got to hear. I don't know. And then this one, because it was just, again, like a private small label thing by this guy right here, Herb Ernst, and his synthesizers. Yeah, could be funny. I'll talk, I mean, there's something I could say here, but I'll say more about it when I do my video on unveiling the radio station next. So those are my CDs. And that's it. That is my haul from Savers and from Book Off. I hope you enjoyed that, and leave any comments if you have any comments about any of this madness. And I'll see you in the next video. I think tomorrow or the day after, I'm just going to do a video kind of explaining the radio station and what it is and all of that. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video, guys.